Hello viewers, this is Nobel Shah. Once again welcome you all to my Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7 tutorial. In today's tutorial I am going to discuss about FTP servers. Well, peoples all over the world watching this video, I guess you already know what is FTP. FTP is a protocol that is actually used to upload and download files from FTP server. So in our Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7 environment, you will today going to configure the FTP server. The first thing we need to know the package available with the FTP server. The package for the FTP server is VSFTPD, and if you have DVD, you can get it from the packages folder. And for this demonstration I just copied my DVD in a location which is var ftp pub ls. As you can see, my whole DVD is actually copied in this location, and I can see the packages folder, and you have idea I guess that all the packages contains this folder. And if you want to install the package for FTP, the package name is VSFTP FTPD. So just browse the packages folder, and if you want to see the available packages, you can use the command ls, and you will see all the available packages inside this folder. I can see lots of packages available. Okay, but the package we need for the FTP server is VSFTPD, which is VSFTPD. Okay, you can copy this, and to install, if you have yum server configured, you can use yum command to install the package, or alternatively you can use the manual rpm command to install this package. So I am using rpm space -ivh and the package name that I just copied, paste it over here and just hit enter. Okay, our package VSFTPD installed successfully. If you want to make sure whether the package properly installed or not, you can use the command which is rpm-q and then the package name which is VSFTPD. Hit enter. As I can see, the package name is showing over here, means the package properly installed. To configure FTP server it is fairly easy. It is very easy to configure FTP server. Just you need to install the package and you need to enable the service and start the service. So let me enable the service first. To enable the service, just use the systemctl command, enable, and then the package name which is VSFTPD, and then start the service. Start. Okay, so our job is done. The next thing you need to do, you need to enable the FTP from our firewall, and to do that you can use the firewall command, firewall -cmd -permanent and then -add service equals FTP. Okay, and you need to reload the firewall, and that's it. So we are ready to go. We now can use our Firefox to browse the FTP server. So the available browser with our Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7 is Firefox web browser that you can find under applications. Just open the Firefox. And browse your FTP server. this way, ftp:// and the IP address of your FTP server, which is in my case 172.16.1.201, and then hit enter. If FTP server configured successfully, you will get the path folder, and once you open the path folder, you will get all the information located under the path folder. Okay, so as you can see, this is fairly easy to configure FTP server. Let me show you some extra options, like how to browse FTP server using command. And to do that, we need to install a package which is called LFTP. So if you have yum server configured, you can use yum install and then LFTP. Okay, as you can see, LFTP is already installed, so we do not need to install the LFTP. But if you do not have LFTP package installed, you just install the LFTP and then use the LFTP command to browse the FTP server. LFTP, then the address of your machine, FTP server machine, in my case, which is 172.16.1.201, and hit enter. Okay, as you can see, we are in. Just use the ls command to see the available file or folders. As I can see, the pub folder is showing over here, cd pub, and then he type ls to see the contents under the pub. As I can see now, all the available contents under pub is showing. Well, if you want to download anything from the FTP server, you can use the get command, or if you want to upload, you can use the put command. Okay, so let me show you how to download a simple file from the FTP server using LFTP. Let me exit out first from this window, and let me change my directory to my home directory. So now I am in home directory. If you ls, you can see all the available contents in the home directory. Well, and now I am going to use the LFTP command to browse my FTP server. And you can use the cd command to go inside the pub folder, and you can use ls command to see available information in our pub folder. As I can see, there is some folders and files. Let me download a file. To download, we can use the command which is get and then the file name. Okay, I am using get command to download this file, which is trans.tvl. okay, and then hit enter. Okay, as we can see, it is successfully downloaded, and I can see the message which is saying that 1568 bytes transferred. And if you just exit out from this window and list your home directory, you can see the file name is trans.tvl is downloaded here. Okay, so this is how we can download or upload file using LFTP. Now I will show you some other options, like how to browse from Windows machine. Let me use Google Chrome from my Windows machine. This is my Windows machine Google Chrome browser, and if you want to browse, you can browse this way, ftp:/172.16.1.201, my FTP server address, and hit enter. As you can see, you can browse from your Windows machine as well. You can browse from anywhere if you properly configure your FTP server. Now let me show you how to use a third-party software called Filezilla to browse the FTP server. For the demonstration of this video, I have already installed Filezilla in my computer. It is a free software. You can easily download it from web and install the Filezilla, and then once you install the Filezilla, just open the Filezilla software and go to the file option and go to the site manager option. Okay, so from the site manager option, you just need to create a new site. In my case, I am using this name, which is RHEL7 FTP. You can assign any name you want, and then in the host section just type the IP address of your FTP server, which is 172.16.1.201, and then protocol, as you can see, it is default showing FTP protocol, and the encryption is showing explicit FTP over TLS. And then the logon type, the most important thing is it is showing the anonymous login, and the username is showing anonymous, and the password is showing something. Okay, actually what is anonymous? Anonymous means the users are not authenticated from your server. Anybody can access to FTP server. So by using this information, you can connect to your FTP server. Just click the connect button, and as you can see, I can see I have successfully connected. Look at the status. It is showing the status directory listing of successful, and I can see the pub folder from my FTP server. Just double click the pub folder and you will see all the contents over here. Okay, so in my left hand side, this is my Windows machine, and I can see the desktop of my Windows machine, and in the right hand side, it is my RHEL7 server, FTP server, and the pub folder. Okay, so now if you want to upload anything from the Windows machine to Linux machine, you can just right click the file or folder, and you can just click the upload button. It will upload the contents to the Linux machine, but for this you need some configuration. But to download anything from your Linux server to Windows machine, you just right click the file, and then you can use the download option, and it will download the file to your Windows machine. As you can see, this is my Windows machine desktop. Okay, in this desktop I am going to download a file which is named trans.tvl, which is in my Linux machine pub folder. Just click the download option, and if you just check your desktop, Windows machine desktop, you will see that this file is downloaded, which is trans.tvl. okay, so this is the file. As you can see, this file is downloaded from FTP server. For the anonymous user, you can download anything from the FTP server. This is the default settings, but you cannot upload files from your Windows machine to your FTP server. Okay, now let me show you the configuration file. Configuration file for the FTP server: cd etc vsftpd. Okay, and then use ls command. You will see all the available files here. Okay, and the main configuration file is vsftpd.conf. You can use the vim command to open the file, vsftpd.conf. Okay, so as you can see, this is the information available, and let me set the line number. Okay, look at the line number 12. It is saying that anonymous enable, anonymous underscore enable equals yes, means anonymous users can log into your FTP server. That is why anonymous users from the Windows machine actually logged to the FTP server without any problem. So if you just change the value to no, the anonymous people will not be able to log into the FTP server. And there are some other options as well. Okay, there are lots of options. So for advanced FTP server configuration, you need to know all the information contains this file, and you can change the options for advanced FTP server configuration. But for this video, I am just showing you the simple FTP server configuration. Well, let me show you another file, which is FTP Users. Using vim command, you can open the FTP Users file, and you can see the available users currently written here. And look at the hashtag at the beginning of the file. It is saying users that are not allowed to log in via FTP, root, bin, daemon. Okay, so these are the users will not be able to log into the FTP server via FTP. So if you want to enable root user to log into the FTP server, you can just delete the root option from this file, or you can simply use a hashtag. Okay, you can simply use a hashtag before the root, so that the root user gets access to the FTP server via FTP. Okay, save and exit. Now from our Filezilla, if we just go to the site manager, we can create a new site like RHEL7 for FTP for root. Okay, and the host IP address is 172.16.1.201, and from the protocol you can select the SFTP option, so that the communication between Windows and Linux are secured. And the logon type, use the normal option, and here specify the username, which is root, and the password for the root user. In my case, I am using the Red Hat password, Red Hat, and then click the connect button. Click OK, and then click OK once again. Sorry for the interruption, I had a phone call actually. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully logged into our FTP server, and we got all the access to our Linux machine. Means I can browse all the available directories in my Linux machine. As you can see, the folders is showing over here. Let me go to the var directory. Okay, so this is my Linux machine var directory, and from my Windows machine, let me upload a file. Let me upload this file, this doc file, and right click and just click upload. Okay, so as you can see, we have successfully uploaded this file from our Windows machine to Linux machine. But if you log in through anonymous user, you cannot actually upload any files from your Windows machine to the Linux machine. So to upload anything from your Windows machine to Linux machine, you must have root access. Okay, so I have already showed you how to use a root user, so that you can upload files from your Windows machine to Linux machine. If we just go to our Linux machine, and if we browse our var folder, cd/var, and just type ls to see the available files and folders under var, we will see the file that we have just uploaded, which is 7643 sample mcq.docx. Okay, I'm sure you will find some advanced options to configure FTP, but I have just discussed about the basics of FTP server, and hopefully that will help you a lot to configure FTP server in your Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7 machine. And let me tell you one thing. If you configure your FTP server, you can use this as the EM server location. If you want to know what is EM server and how to configure EM server, I have already a video in my channel. You can browse up my channel, which is youtube.com/my name, which is Novel Shaha, and you will see that EM server is also available in my channel. Okay guys, thanks very much for your patience. I hope in my next video I will discuss with some other Linux topics. Till then, you guys take care. Have a good day. Bye bye.